So thanks, Kshitij, once again for joining in. For all the guests who are also here with us today, I think you're in for a real ride. For the next 35 to 40 minutes, I think we'll try to extract as much information and as much knowledge as we can from Mr. Kshitij. So thanks once again, Kshitij, for joining in. So,
Thank you.
just before we begin into this, or just before we step into this interaction, I'd like to please introduce you to everyone. Of course, you don't really need an introduction, but allow me to say a few words for you, just to help our viewers understand a little better.
Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Kshitij Tare is an Indian playback singer. He's a songwriter, he's a composer, and he's born in Madhya Pradesh. And he is typically born into a family of academicians. So we'll cover that later as we proceed into our interaction for today. He has greatly contributed to Bollywood music with songs like Ay Khuda, Beete Lamhe, Chhukar Mere Man Ko, Ranja, and many, many more. So we'll touch upon all of that. But just to put it into context, I think he's somebody who's really, really driving the industry in a really, strong manner. And he's the back support, he's the backbone. And it's a real pleasure, Kshitij, to be able to have you with us. And
Thank you.
just before
Thanks.
we proceed into our discussion, would you like to share a few words, any few initial thoughts of yours with us?
Uh, uh, as I always say while going out, just spread love, be kind, and the world is going through a lot of bad things, weird things. So please be safe and spread love. That's all.
Okay, excellent. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Yeah.
for that, Kshitij. So let's, I think, take a deep dive into this discussion of ours. As discussed before, this is basically divided into three parts. The first part would be to
Okay.
know a little bit about you, on a human level. What is it that has really driven you? How did music happen to you? Second aspect would, of course, be if there's any bit of professional advice that you have for all our young followers here, how they can foray into music. And the third segment, of course, would be questions from the audience, right? If they want to understand
Okay.
what does Kshitij do on a daily basis? How is it that he's able to really drive so many things? So that's what we will cover upon. Sounds good?
Sure. Sure.
Excellent. So let's start with the first segment. Kshitij, just help us understand a little bit about your life and your upbringing and how music actually happened to you.
I started learning at the age of 4, I think 4 or 5. I used to listen songs on radio, transistor aata tha us time pe. So I used to listen on that, and my parents saw me one day. They just heard me repeating the songs, so they thought that music training should be given to this guy, and they took me to my first guru, Mahesh Sharma Ji in Kota. And from there it started. I started learning classical at the age of four I think. When I was, I think, in seventh or eighth standard, my parents asked me, "Do you want to go into music or you want to go into education?" Because my family is from education family. I'm
Right.
from an education family, and I was very good in studies also, thankfully. But at the
Wow.
age when I was on in seventh or eighth, I decided that no, I want to go into music, and that was one turning point that at such a small age I could decide what I want to do. And then at the age of 17 and a half, I guess, I left my hometown, Kota,
Hmm.
Rajasthan, and shifted to Mumbai at such a young age. So those are two things I would say which changed my life as far as my music is.
Towards the initial stage when you were maybe just starting out, when you had not reached the big stage, were there moments wherein you felt that boss ye to main galat aa gaya, or maybe I shouldn't have been here, or something of that sort?
No, never, never. You become low sometime, but the thought coming that in which line I have come, that never happened.
That
Yeah.
never happened. As you mentioned, you left your hometown, you came to Mumbai, and I'm sure in Mumbai everything must have been new. It's not that you already had a lot of people you knew, so you had to sort of reinvent the wheel. So how was that experience?
I come from very small town Kota.
Yeah,
Ajkal it's a big city now. It's an educational hub for India.
yeah.
But when I left Kota, it was very good city. But Mumbai and Kota ka farak to hai. When
Sure.
I came to Mumbai, literally there was nothing. We have family
Yeah.
friends who helped me shifting there. But after a point, you have to find your own way. and that taught me a lot, how to deal with people, how to deal with the world, and not everyone is good, but again I would say that in Mumbai also I got lucky that I got good people, good friends. I made new friends there, and it helped. So it took a bit of time for me because I came in a very young age. 17 and a half is a very small age.
So which was the
Yeah.
first song that happened, by the way, which was actually released?
So first song which was released was Doste Nana Lage, Javeda Zindagi from Anwar movie.
Right.
Before that, I sang few scratch, as they call it, dummy, for a main singer to listen the song. So I used to
Okay.
go to studio, sit, wait for my turn for hours. Many days that used to be like 12 hours. I'm just sitting for my turn,
Sure. Sure.
and I used to go to studio at 10 or 11. I used to get my time at 10 in the night, 11 in the night. So I have
Okay.
to sing for the singer, and धीरे धीरे हो गया. So Tose Nana was the first released song which uh,
Sure.
which was out basically. That was my debut.
First success. This song, that as you mentioned, it helped you gain so much. So, isse what has been the biggest learning for you?
I didn't know that you have to do your promotion, you have to do your PR, you have to do your interviews,
Sure.
because the song was a hit. Song was a hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm just telling what is the learning I got from that
Sure.
in from
Sure.
initial years of my Bollywood career was that even if the song is hit, you have to be seen and you have to go meet people, do interviews, because one thing I always get to hear is, अच्छा तो से ना लागे ओ मदनो हमको पता नहीं था आपने गाया है. So the song became hit, but no one knew me. So one
Yeah.
learning, and I would suggest in any case, nowadays all the singers and artists, composers, researchers do that. That whenever your song is a hit, go out and talk to audience so that they know that it is your song.
What is that one piece of advice, or maybe multiple pieces of advice that you have for youngsters who like music or who want to, foray into music full time?
Uh, One advice I would say that please take proper training and then come to Mumbai, because there's a lot of wonderful artists are there. So please get proper training and then come, because what happens that once you are in a studio, once you are in front of the mic, uh, it's your art which is going to decide whether you are getting that song or whether you are getting promoted or not.
What is that piece of advice that you have for people who are actually trying so hard but are not able to find that, uh, break for themselves?
My advice will be, please get trained. Please don't take it like हाँ ठीक है हो जाएगा. It doesn't
Hmm.
happen that way. Please put in hours, as many hours as you can in your art. That is the most important thing. And then release your stuff and see how where life takes.
This fan of yours wants to understand how is it different from recording in a studio versus just sitting at home and singing.
You are at home and you are very comfortable. So you are singing. You are singing. No one is going to say anything. When you are in a studio, there are producers, there is director, there is composer, there is writer. आपका diction पे भी ध्यान रहेगा, आपका singing पे भी ध्यान रहेगा, आपके सुर पे भी ध्यान रहेगा, आपके feeling पे भी ध्यान रहेगा. So there is a lot of difference. That's why I say that please get trained.
But you don't completely agree with those lyrics, or you don't like the lyrics too much. So, but you'll still be, you still have to sing. So, how do you cope up with that?
If I'm a singer, there is a story, there is a lyrics, there are lyrics जो उस story को बयां कर रहे हैं. So I have to think from that perspective. I can't think as Kshitish Tare. If Kshitish doesn't agree with this, doesn't matter, because Kshitish is not singing for Kshitish. He is singing for the actor. So what is the story? Why those lyrics are there? Why how it is to be sung is all based on that actor and the story and the narration it is.
So, this person, he's saying that he does not have a good voice, right? Maybe his guru
Okay.
or somebody has said that aapki shayad, maybe all the melodies do not match, but he still wants to try. So,
What's his
is there
age?
something like a
What's his age?
age nahi mentioned? Age is not mentioned, but he's young, I'm supposing. So, what would you advise him to do?
keep practicing because males जो होते हैं उनकी आवाज चेंज होती है. So there is chance that he is going through that. I was also going through that. Every male singer goes through that, and that's one of the most toughest period for a singer, male singer, because आवाज चेंज हो रही है, आपके सुर नहीं लगते, आप गा नहीं पाते हो.
So a lot of people here are requesting if you can sing your favorite song for them here.
I would like to sing. I would like to sing Bandeya because in today's time, the lyrics बुल्ले शाह साहब के लिखे थे, बहुत खूबसूरत थे. ना कर बंदेया मेरी मेरी, ना है तेरी ना है मेरी, है चार दिना दा दुनिया, दुनिया फिर मिट्टी दी ढेरी. So spread love, be kind, and that's the song I would like to sing. वेख फरीदा मिट्टी कुली, मिट्टी उथे मिट्टी डुली, मिट्टी हसे मिट्टी रोवे, अंत मिट्टी दा मिट्टी होवे. मिट्टी हसे मिट्टी रोवे, अंत मिट्टी दा मिट्टी होवे. ना कर बंदेया मेरी मेरी, ना है तेरी ना है मेरी, ऐ चार दिना दा मेला दुनिया फिर मिट्टी दी ढेरी. बंदेया बंदेया बंदे बंदेया, बंदेया बंदेया बंदे बंदेया, चाहे जो तू कमाना इश्क कमाओ बंदेया. बंदेया बंदेया बंदे बंदेया, बंदेया बंदेया बंदे बंदेया, चाहे जो तू मिटाना नफरत न मिटाओ बंदेया.